After the storm hits, it's got to be R&B. Our claim specialist will work with your insurance company, and your new roof will be installed within 48 hours of approval. Locally owned, R&B has a 5-star rating with Home Advisor. Storm damage?
It's gotta be R&B.com.
Tell you what, with all this roof damage, my next guest is very, very popular. He is Mr. Scott Waldman of R&B Roofing and Remodeling. All right, go ahead, lay it on me, Scott. How busy are you?
The phones have been ringing all weekend, and we've been out. All the guys have been working, I don't want to say 24 hours a day, but we've been working to solve the needs of the community.
I know you have, and I know the good news is you've got a big enough crew where if you have issues, give them a call, R&B today. So when something like this happens, and we can talk about busy, and certainly you are, but I mean, this is one of those things where you better be with a company that knows exactly what they're doing, because this is a special, that storm, whew, those winds, it's a little bit different than just saying, hey, I'm ready for a new roof, right?
It's a lot different, because with this storm we had very high winds. In some areas it was 85 to 90 mile an hour. You've seen all the damage on wave that had happened with trees going down, but it wasn't like a hailstorm, so it wasn't something that you really notice unless you walk out and you see a bunch of shingles off your roof. The good thing about the R&B team is a lot of our people that come out are ex-insurance adjusters, and so when they come out and they see your house, they will evaluate everything that needs to be done, work with your insurance company to make sure that the claim gets the maximum payout that it possibly can, and we won't have you file a claim if there's something that doesn't need to be filed. Because one of the things you have to be aware of, a lot of roofs that have been put on recently or throughout the years, when you have an event like this that's considered a catastrophe, your standard warranty from your roofing companies does not apply. So once wind comes through a market that's this substantial, and you have trees on your roof or just shingles that blow off, that doesn't mean that's covered under the warranty from the roofing company you had. That is a new claim.
So natural disasters may not be included. I think what's interesting, what really resonates with what you just said, there's a lot of folks out there who've never had to deal with a new roof. Perhaps they've only been in their home 10, 12 years. The roof has been fine. So this is all new to them. The fact that you work with the insurance company, that you help them, take that load off them, that you're turnkey, that's a big thing, Scott.
Yeah, we're turnkey from start to finish, and not only can we handle the roof, we also handle all of the interior aspects of the roofing, and also being voted as Kentuckiana's best roofer, last year and going into this year. It's things that we do, we handle it very effectively. With the R&B team being as expansive as it is, if once we get your approval, that roof's going to be put on within 24 to 48 hours from the time we get the approval from the insurance company. So our goal is to get your house back better than it was before the storm.
Whenever a natural disaster like this, a catastrophe like what we went through over the weekend happens, I'm always looking for any kind of positives. I think one is the community comes together. We do have R&B Roofing here to help us, but I also think, hey, if you really want to spiff up your home, now may be the time. Some of the materials and the different looks that you have, you may say, you know what, I didn't like my old roof anyway. Now I have to replace it. Let's do it right. You guys can help out folks, right?
Yeah, and that's one of the big things about R&B. One of the things as far as the reputation that we had and how we've grown so much is we're an innovator. We're not an imitator. A lot of the other companies that are out there, they talk about the same types of shingles. At R&B, we have a very unique shingle mix, other shingles that other people in the market don't bring to bear, and those shingles are better. They're Scotch resistant. They're a better shingle than what's being put on by anybody else. And you heard me say it before, if you use anybody else for any home improvement product, whether it's commercial or residential, you're paying too much for inferior products.
You know, Scott, let's talk a little bit about your team, because a lot of folks out there, and believe me, I understand, they're confused. This is very emotional for them. They have a damaged home. They want to come to you, and your team has been working very, very hard. But they're patient. They're patient in that they'll explain the process. Here's how it works. I'm going to help you with your insurance person, because they know, hey, you've got a lot on your plate. You probably have other damage to your home. Perhaps there's a tree down. Whatever the case may be, you know, your staff, give them some credit. They've been working hard out there.
Yeah, we're still working hard. I mean, we worked all through the weekend. We've got appointments scheduled throughout this week, but there's always room for more. We categorize our appointments, so if somebody really has a real emergency, they have to get their roof closed up, they have to get get tarps on their roof, they need help with something, God forbid that their house is unusable, we try to get it into that kind of shape where we can get everything secured and taken care of. But that's the advantage of having the team that R&B behind you. We have more people than any other roofing company in the marketplace. And not only do we have more crews, more people, more skilled adjusters that have worked, like I said, the majority of all of our people that come out and see you work for some of the largest insurance companies in the market. So we're already working with them. They accept, a lot of times they'll accept our paperwork. Instead of having to send an adjuster out there, they're using our paperwork to get it done. That way you get a turnaround a lot quicker than you would with any other company.
I know we're talking mainly about residential homes, but it's important for you to know if you own a business, maybe it's a school or a church, and your roof has been damaged. You guys do commercial work as well.
We do have a whole commercial division. We did the Episcopal Church, 2,800 squares. We got it all done with 90 different buildings and people living in those facilities. While we were putting it on, it was in a retirement community. We were able to get all that done, not interfering at the city of Sycamore. We did all of their units. We completed that with 54 members of the R&B team. We did it from start to finish on the commercial side, but even on the residential side, which I think most of the audience is out there talking about and concerned about their own individual homes, nobody can do your house quicker, faster, or better than the R&B team.
Now, if I sing the R&B jingle, does that give me a quick discount there, Scott?
It definitely will give you a discount. We upgrade shingles. We do things that, we only do roofs the way I would put them on to myself personally. So even with some of the 3-tab shingles that got blown up out there, when we finish your roof, we're going to be putting a lifetime architectural shingle on your house. We're not going to be charging you for that upgrade because at R&B, we want you to have the best products, and we only do roofs the way I would have it done for my own self.
All right.
If I can't do it for you the way I wanted to do it for myself, I won't do it.
So, Scott, let's talk about the process. Call that number on the screen. Does someone come out and make sure there's an estimate, or there's folks out there who said, I need help now? Let's talk about the estimate when you get here, right?
Yeah, we're not worried about the estimate because basically the insurance companies give us the estimates. Everybody works off of what they call Xactimate. Okay. We work through the quoting process with the insurance companies and putting that together. But at the end of the day, you give us a call. Our team's going to get out there. If you have holes in your roof, you have shingles that are missing, you have any potential of leaks, we're going to get that all buttoned up for you right away. And then we're going to make the claim with you, and then we're going to be out there to assist with the adjusters when they come out there to make sure that your claim's 100% maximized, so that way you get everything that you have coming to you with the best products by the best company with the best services.
Now you know why they say it. It's got to be R&B if you have roof damage, and you may not even be aware of it. Get out there and take a look-see. Better yet, have a professional from R&B take a look-see. There's the number. There's the website on your screen. Congratulations on all the awards, including Best Roofing Company.
Appreciate it and look forward to being on the show again. And everybody out there, give us a call. Let us solve your problem. Don't take this stress internally. Put it on R&B and let us solve the problem.
R&B, they'll take a look-see. You like that?
Like it.
Okay, thank you. Scott Waldman again. All right, coming up here, we're going to talk about social media. How much information is safe to put out about your children? A national expert is next on Wave Listens.